Salam Abaner. Good evening, everyone, and Johar. Critics from the many voices of India, 705 tribal communities. My name is Akumtong Imchen, and I come from the Ao community tribe of Nagaland. Welcome to the 22nd Tribal Futures 2.0, a month-long online celebrating contemporary tribal imaginations and voices hosted by the Tribal Design Forum. The Tribal Design Forum is a community of tribal professionals, students, and change makers working to nurture and showcase the extraordinary creativity, knowledge, and cultural intelligence rooted in India tribal communities. TDF is open to all tribal professionals and students regardless of sector. It recognizes the designing tribal futures required a multidisciplinary and transdisciplinary approach, meaning it is not just a space for designers or creative professionals, but a welcoming platform for every professions and specializations that wishes to discuss, contribute, and help design the future of tribal communities in India. Today, we have with us Koloma. Koloma is a folk fusion band hailing from hills of Tripura, formed in the year 2014. The folk music of Tripura, combined with various genres, inspired inspires their music. They, they aspire to preserve their language, Gorporo, which over the years has been spoken normally, through their unique perspective of thought of merging the old and the new. Their songs are sung to the tune of the natural beauty of Tripura, the influence of changing seasons, and the traditions of the people of Tripura. The voices behind the band are Romeo Debbarma. He is a vocalist and also plays the folk instrument, acoustic guitar, and the lyricist. He also works as a school teacher and loves to paint, has a keen interest in photography and videography. He has a certification in basic animation and editing. Bhaskar Jyoti Debbarma, who is the lead guitarist, apart from playing guitar, he works as an assistant professor in Kokporo. Next, we have Shimul Debbarma, the drummer of the band, and by profession, he is a lawyer. The band have made their debut of studio album in the year 2015, followed with many in the year 2018, 19, and so on, and in the coming future. Their latest compositions, Shorabsa, essays the missing opportunities and deep heartache felt due to an unrequited love. The songs aims to showcase the fresh outlook of Koloma's on emotions. Koloma, with its musical journey, aspires to impeople the traditional Tripura folklores and music with the present generations. They are the musical bridge that adjoins the stories of the days gone by to the stories of today and days to come. They have been to many live platforms, performing from Zero Festival in Arunachal to the Kanas Novas Rock and Relief, Jyotima Festival in Assam to performing lives in Mumbai and different festivals, and has been featured in many articles, newspapers, social media, and channels about your work to revitalize folk songs of Tripura with their own imaginations and work. Once one can reach out to them at your social media account and listen to their songs through Spotify and YouTube. The format for today's session is 45 minutes of interaction interactive sessions with the KOLOMA Band, followed by 15 minutes of Q&A sessions, and then the closing remark. Please keep yourself muted during the sessions, but feel free to write your observation and questions in the chat. Before we start with the talk, we'll play a song written and composed by KOLOMA titled Naira Naira.
Naira naira bini lama bonafaya nehene saya koang mungsa bono na singe Naira naira bini lama bonafaya nehene saya koang mungsa bono na singe Kogrija bini tini faya nehene gabani Facebook ni status bini update kere WhatsApp ni text po bini reply kere Facebook ni status bini update kere WhatsApp ni text po bini reply kere Kogrija bini tini faya nehene kabari Kanya humani nogo ima ay matonggo ay besari pekai beskanggo tamo jani engno salve horbay bono ani bukhawo kyortongo srapsa kanya binimu bukhawo kojate enggo tamo kai tongkanata buk ang say manamu jenggo mobanyo ang sunroom na kray kay jag namu jenggo Bobay kok masaya kay kapang hili gay tango Puno bini text by di kay kapang serang gay tango La 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 Singgay tabok ani mong kolokza Pun kay kay naima binisu cho bungza Lasing singgay tabok ani mong kolokza Pun kay kay naima binisu cho bungza
Welcome to DDF KOLOMA. Today we have Romeo and we have Bhaskar in our midst to have the discussions with the team. So yes. So hello Romeo and Bhaskar.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
We too good.
Great, great. Great that you guys could join us. So, to start off with our session, the first very questions is what inspired the founding members of Konoma to create and form a folk fusion band in 2014? Can you share the journey of Konoma?
Sure, it's our actually honor to share like this kind of platform. Actually, the band forming behind it's the legging of our culture. Actually, in Tripura, no? Mm. The music, the way it's going on, that time, not now. Now somehow it is now onto the level. But back like 10 years back, so that time the scenario of the Tripura music is almost you're losing our own tunes and our own style of singing. So that way we thought to no, we should have to revive the anyway the style of the Tripuri community peoples how they sing earlier. So they have to preserve. So that way we thought to let's make some band and that not a core folk. So we decide no, if you go to core folk, then the youngster that the young generation they will not attract us. So that's why we decide to fuse the our song with Western style. So that way form the band. The decision behind the forming band is like this way it start actually. So Bhaskar, can you add something?
It's all clear, by the way, but
Uh,
the stressing point is like the way the language is taking its way into the music scene is a little out of the tune what Romeo said. Like the traditional, every language has its significant sound systems, right? So, which we call dialect, or then it becomes a language. So, as per Kokborok speaking communities here in Tripura, we have 9 communities. So, it's a Riyang, Debbarma, Tripura, Jamatia, Koloi, Rupini, Murasing, Uchoi. And there are these speakers usually have their own dialects. So what happen is we have a dialectical influence also sometimes, but most of the time what Romeo wanted to pointed out is like we from the young age we are much more influenced towards the Bollywood musics, and then later on the westerns. So during our 90s and 80s, it was Bollywood which taking the toll of
so
everything. So the tune and all, it's mostly coming out from the Bollywood numbers. So it's not bad, but at the same time, the influence of how the songs have been taking the lyrical part and the pronunciation part, it's quite not in where it should be as a Kokborok
distorted.
music. So most of the time, the Western culture also influenced a lot, like the pronunciations and all. So what we thought, picking into this particular point, why don't we start this particular journey writing with our Kokborok tune, so that we can give the proper sounds of the language. So that's one more thing to add. And I think for all these decades, what we are trying to do, it's quite outreached to the young generations. So that's all about this the journey.
Yes, that's such a wonderful, great thing that you guys are doing. Now, coming to Kokborok, can you elaborate on the significance of Kokborok language in Koloma, especially your music, and how you go about the process and the inspiration of songwriting in your own native language?
The songwriting matter is like uh, I'm from the childhood. No, I'm been related with surrounded with my grandfather and grandmother. No, they used to tell me lots of the folk story of the Tripura. So from that I got inspired. The so beautiful culture of our Tripura. So from that sense, I got our lyrics is most of that kind of. We always covered our folk culture and historical and recent issue also we take. So that way the lyric part and some lyrical help. My mom also helped in lyrical part and the composition too. We together we made and basically the structure I made and then we fine tune those all tunes and how the musical process and all is taken by the whole team. Mostly the lyrical part inspired by the folklore. What is the Tripura folklore? That way we create the lyrics and all. And Bhaskar, their part is the how to add the music, or what flow, what's uh, timing, and the rhythm part is taken by mostly the percussion part is taken by the simul,
Mhm.
and the design and all the simul, and the chords and all just look after by the whole team only. But basically, I hand over to the Bhaskar, the lead guitarist. So that way you make music.
Yeah, interesting. That's how your kind of workload, like, it's not just one, but like the whole team, going
Whole
hand
team,
in
yeah,
hand. Yes.
absolutely. So band means the whole team.
Yes. No one lets
Not
gets behind.
nah,
Yes.
single person not possible. It is a
Uh,
band. The flavor come. It's like a mixture of the emotion, mixed emotion.
yes.
And what is band? Single to okay. It's only my emotion. It's band, so we have to mix all emotions. That is the our band main motto. So that way we make the music. And most of we again we look after that diction should be the correct. The word, no, the Kokborok word, how we pronounce the real pronunciation. This should not go behind the music, because Kokborok is a dialect language. Most of the Sino-Tibetan, no, this side, our northeast side is a dialect based. The language itself has a tune, so we concentrate on that uh, we're not behind the tune, we behind the lyrics. So lyrics, how each pronunciation the word, that way you process the music part.
Yes. So, defining its unique sound, what specific elements of modern music genre do you incorporate in your folk music?
Like music, modern music, I didn't get you.
Yeah, yeah. So, on the specific elements. So, when it comes to modern music, we have different genre. So, you guys might have been using a
Ha ha ha.
different genre
Okay, yeah,
for
different
that.
genre. We blend with our folk like blues,
Mhm.
jazz, and sometime reggae. We have some reggae also,
I see.
and rock and roll somewhere.
Yeah.
So
So this way
the
we
process is like this, like three of us, the founding member of the band, actually we have three of us have a different music taste also. So it's not like we all are from totally come from the place where we are only concentrating on the folk. Actually, myself with I used to follow most of the time the those rock bands, and then as well as our drummers also follow those bands and all. And at the other side, Romeo is much more into Indian classical font. So I think those influences also helped us to combine the sound of, and then blending together in the way that what we actually looking for, and then not eliminating what we are trying to do also at the same time. So making it more into blending it out and then pushing it out to the audiences, that we can do these experiments also. Like I must mention that those influences, that the fusion influences came uh, from the Coke Studio, then Divarist. So those influences also helped us to recollect our folks and then try to do something new. So this is also one thing which why I really wanted to add in this part.
Yes, yes. Yeah, thank you for adding. Like, and like, don't be like behind us. Yeah, you can always come up with your answers. We are
Yes,
always
yes.
open. The platform today, the platform is for you guys, so you
Yeah.
can say all whatever you want. Where like we get to learn a lot about Tripura and your.
And yeah, sorry to interrupt. And one more thing which Romeo told about the diction. So diction
Mhm.
matters a lot, because uh, to sound a native when you are a non-native, that is different. But when you are a native but again you are sounding like non-native, when it comes to singing a song of your native language, So that is where it struck the dictions actually. So most of us, what from our Koloma Band members felt that is the influences I earlier told, that Bollywood or Bollywood, then Western cultures, how influenced in those field. So most of the time, the stresses where it's needed in a particular word or sentence, actually, which sound is not exist in the Kokborok. So they pronounce the sound which is exist in the influence which they have got it. Like for an example, the sound of sha is not in our language. Our sound is only sa. So those kind of sounds where the dictions issues are like seen into our own native speakers when they compose a song in Kokborok and then try to sing it. So this is where the dictions actually we look as an impact point of ours. So
See, yeah. So coming to your songs, like we just listened to your song Naira Naira, which was the acoustic version. So we'd like to learn like what was the story behind when you were composing Naira Naira, and what messages do you want to convey through that songs,
In
no?
Naira,
so it's
the
it's
behind the
it's
story
all
of
written by
Naira.
Romeo. So Romeo will explain it.
Yeah, it's a simple. I was just waiting for someone. Then suddenly it came to my mind. Naira Naira means in our languages. This is what kind of word, Bhaskar? It is Naira Naira. You know better in linguistic that same word together. We have many words like that. Naira Naira, Muri Muri. That kind of
Reduplication
what
word.
called this?
Reduplication
A
word.
reduplication word. Huh? In Kokborok, it's have lots of full of that reduplication word. So Naranara is basically it is means waiting someone eagerly. So, so I was waiting some special person. I don't want to reveal who. Okay, then I realized, yeah, so waiting. So that kind of song earlier also lots of there in Hindi also there, Bollywood there, and in Western also lots of songs you get this kind of not a new type of this poem and this kind of composition. So just I express what I feel that time. That only I put up in on my pen and I just start writing, waiting for someone. Then what kind of feel happened that time? No, when you waiting someone in long time. So that way I start a song and just is time by time it's all the words is coming together. So that way the song I completed, Naira. So waiting for someone eagerly. So this is the behind the lyrics writing. Then we compose. Then we arrange the song slowly.
So the lyrics is actually modernized. You will uh, get the words over there like
Yes, yes.
WhatsApp, Facebooks, and all.
Yeah, there is
So
a forgot to
this is like
this
uh,
is not like earlier, like this is I recent that where people can access the internet like Facebook and WhatsApp. In there also some difficulty are there, no network problem and all. In between he was so unknowingly waiting. No, now in the modern generation, no waiting means you know that the status of the whom we waiting, where he, where she, no by status or by location track you can do. But though it's a waiting, so very what kind of situation you can find out. No, in the modern time also this kind of. So here I gave little curiosity. That in modern time also something is happen. This kind of situation. So I put up this kind of situation, the critical situation. In Facebook also no access, in WhatsApp also no access. So I just portray here the modern situation scenario that way.
Yes, that's quite an interesting story. The word itself is like so beautiful, Naira Naira, but like coming to its meaning and like the message that you are trying to convey, that's quite beautiful. Now, when we talk about this, how does the band, no, aims to engage the younger generations in preserving the Kokborok language? and Tripura's culture through your songs and music. Would
Yeah,
you like to
definitely. Definitely. Where aim is like this only. How can we connect, more connect with the young generation, because they're our future. They're our future. We have to look after them. They have to behind us. We have to leave some example for them. So this is the way how we have to form the band, and the way of the writing style, poetry in the cockbrook and all. We want to just our behind we have to some example have to set for our young generation. So that's why I told you, no, beginning. Then that's why we not go the core folk. We choose a fusion, folk and other genre, Western popular genre like blues, jazz, that kind of. So that way, uh, we can connect. I'm feeling like, yeah, we can connect it with the young generation by our music, and by the music when they once listen our song, no, when they attract the music, there is some kind of the fusion. They feel they get feel that the blues and jazz, the modern genre, and in that, along with that, they're getting the lyrics and the diction, the how to pronounce sounds the cockbrook, actually how to write the poetry. So that way we want to set an example with the young generation, and that way I think they can connect with the music. And once they connect the music, so they know the our we want to show them the history of Tripura, the beautiful nature of the Tripura. The- that way we have to trying to connect with the young generation. Hope so they're liking our way.
So there is one more thing,
uh,
like the way we introduce and try to blend and then call it a fusion, like not only with the lyrical part, also like the Western instrument. What I usually play is a guitar, and what other instrument also it's a Western things. But again, at the same time, we try to blend our folk instrument also with the blend of our Western instruments together. So that is one thing where we are trying to, set an example and then give them the idea that music is not bound. It's not set a boundary that you have to play this means you can't add anything else. And so do in folk music also, we have a certain guidelines that particular pure folk, if you're talking about, we can play instrument with this particular instrument can be played on particularly this type of music genre and all. So what we try to do is it's open actually. So we try to do is keeping the idea of reviving the instruments also, at the same time the language, and also trying to show that the experiments are done, and then it's coming out with a profound meaning. So that's what I think the example we are trying to set for the young generation. So literally not throwing out your culture and then keeping another ones. So my journey is like, you have to keep yours first, and then respect it first, and then the next, and then blend it and keep it, and then set it something new. So this is what I felt.
Yes,
means
we
to
hope
try
so.
to globalize. We try to globalize, like and the it make attitude of the, see, earlier the folk musician, they don't have that kind of attitude how to the stress presentation and all. So we try to fix this kind of example also. No, by folk instrument also we can some show some attitude and some presentation, some that kind of. So now actually, yeah, we feel like some good response is coming. People learning now chongpreng, the folk instrument, and sumui, the flute, and the sarinda. So we're getting the positive vibe from the young generation actually.
So it's kind of an we are trying to bring out the word, no new word. It's local instead of globalization. It's a global. So it's globalization and local together.
That's such a creative word that you guys made. At the same time, with all the works that you guys are doing, we would like to know like what challenges have you faced as a band, no, in this music industry, particularly from Tripura, and how have you overcome these kind of challenges?
So first of all, the journey started when we are actually just graduated. So without the single earning penny, just depending on the pocket monies and all. So we try to bring out what is not like got as an uh, the other mainland used to have. So the place where we have there are instruments stores and also recording studios were there, but very less accesses. And then the way we wanted to do also quite challenging. Like no proper jamming studios were there, and then studios which are there also there are some boundaries also set. So those things are there. So other than that, again, coming to the financial uh, thing also, it matters a lot, where we could not able to like afford good gears and all. So the basic gears, whatever available in the our own market, or else the time when we are studying. So as we access to the other state, so those days somehow through our pocket money, we try to get some good instruments and all. So these challenges are there, and luckily we don't have any challenges from our parents. Actually, they are much more supportive, three of us. So mostly what we see is what you will do with the music. The society used to pinpoint, because the scenario is like that. The state where we are living, it's a multicultural thing. So mostly people are only talking about the job. So after graduating, spending lots of time in the music making, then we used to get those kind of words. But literally, our parents were quite supportive. They never told a single a negative thing about it, like what you will do with this. So they are open minded. So that's also one thing which help us to grow, and then being in this particular field for this long years.
The main challenge, according to me, the Bhaskar said it is okay. Every new band, they have to face those kind of challenges, the financial, the instrumental.
Those
But
are the general.
according general, that by according to me, the main challenge for the band is in Tripura. First of all, the language accessibility is very limited. Whatever we release our song and all, it hardly it goes to lakhs and all views. So other if you if suppose if a Hindu band or no, then it will be the reach crore easily. And this is the main challenge. Another challenge is we are taking as a challenge to promote our culture. This is a big challenge for us with the primitive type of instrument. Just our instrument are very primitive. The other also they're using folk instrument, but they have some modified on that. So we're only trying to modify those like a tuning key and all, no, and in big stage and all, the sound system and all that, or to sound and all. This is not there in our folk instrument. So there are also big challenges. So we try to develop those instrument also. Um, the electric connectivity or the easy ways to the connect to this bigger sound system. There also we face problems sometimes to when performing time with a folk instrument. So there also big challenge in recording time too, because in tuning problem that sound is not coming properly, that kind of. So we're working on that. So this is according to me, it's a big challenge now for us. So other though no problem, the family support is 100% are there, and financial too obviously because we are new band and it's Tripura is not that good in music industry, so that kind of problem too obviously will be there. Whole lot is the problem facing same problem, the accessibility. So other than that, my big challenge is what challenge you taking. This is a big challenge to promoting our languages and our uh, folk tune and all. This is the big challenges for Koloma Band.
I mean, yeah, that's quite a story that where we all face these challenges, but how you have built up the shield and then taking up all those challenges, you might have started with such a beautiful story to narrate for everyone. Now, coming to that, what impact does Koloma hope to have on the perception of folk music in India and beyond? Would you like me to
So
repeat the question?
yeah, could you please repeat it?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So we would like to know, like, what impact does Koloma as a band hope to have, impact does Koloma hope to have on the perception of folk music in India and beyond?
Okay. So the impact, I think, already what we have doing from the year of 2014, it was a less number of folk which is being highlighted, but slowly because of we got the platforms like Zero and then Orange festivals. So most of the Northeast platforms are encouraging nowadays and pulling those folk artists also. So this is there, and the impact in the mainland, I think uh, they are also now what I have seen is promoting the uh, the the folk music also, it seems, because the influences with the great numbers which we have seen is from this Coke Studio platform, and then also from the Diwar is the blending, and then again doing with the Rajasthani folk artists and all. So I think the impact is uh, overall it's quite in a place right now. But again, that language barrier, what Romeo said, like the northeastern language is not been promoted that way, and it's a little difficult because the platform itself uh, talks about it. Like mostly, if it is talking about the other states and all, then Assam folk has been reached to the Bollywood also. So likewise, slowly other music industries from the north is also pushing hard to be into that particular lane. So, but I think Kokborok is trying to be there, but I think it will take time, but hoping for it will impact sooner.
Yeah, obviously, it will take time, but now the time is changing. Now Bollywood also introducing folk. Not even Bollywood, not in India. So other country also they promoting their folk. Just few days ago, Bhaskar only saw me. There's some Korean folk band song.
Yes,
It's very nice. So all the world, no, now they're promoting their own folk because this is a root. So everyone now want to strong their root, how they are actually. Uh, yes, that British culture, British or Western culture, so called, we following early back, but now all are now aware. No, we are because of the education. Because of the education, people now sense they can sense no that to preserve their own culture and all. So we have a chance earlier, like 19 earlier 19, no, we have the two big musician was there in Bollywood, that is Debbarma, Adivasi. They belong to our community only, but that time I think why they didn't promote our folk culture in the Bollywood. It is I'm a little confused about them, but yeah, though they are very great musician, but that was a great chance for us, our Tripura people, but that time not happen. So now we start again. Okay, it will take time, but it will be hope. It will be future.
Yes. So coming to the next question, can you describe any memorable moments that the band had experienced, uh,
Like in terms
Yeah,
of
we have
in
lots.
terms of
In
your like
term,
work and then like in terms of your live performance? Because like we have seen that you have participated in lots of live uh, performance in music festivals. Uh,
definitely. That incident I can never forget. The first time we performed in, yeah, locally we performed, not that many, two, three. Then suddenly we got chance to perform in Delhi. That is, I think the program name is
songs and dances of Northeast.
Song and Sound Artist. So first time we went to Delhi there, and there was a big crowd over there and big stadium. It was a president's program, so we got a chance. So in that we start, first song is somehow it's okay, that Masing Jora, it was the first song. Then second song came. Then yeah, I the person hosted first with the flutes. Then I blew the flutes and people appreciate. Then we got a big applause from the crowd. Oh, then suddenly what happened? The whole team got excited or what? The drummer started out of beats, full double tempo.
It's not
Then
actually out of beats. Actually, it's an the tempo
the
which
double
actual
double
tempo was
tempo.
there. So it
uh,
was a double up the tempo. So
Double
that's the
tempo.
thing.
Then our guitarist also and some other
So to
tempo.
following that
The keyboard
tempo,
is got
we all followed the tempo, and then the tempo
so
raises. Then
hurriedly.
Romeo Romeo is breathless to sing.
So that one I never,
But
can
still,
never
we
forget. This
completed the song.
the horrible.
We performed.
Just that moment always remind me actually. So yeah, it's good only that incident, that kind of incident. It's lots of learn from there. Then never be panic on the stage. So from that moment, yeah, we came to know, we got a good lesson. You know how to if you, if some band member got some out of temporal, then that now I can manage. From that moment I got a lesson, good lesson actually. So there is a one
So
moment. Then
there are actually every moment is you can we can all rejoice actually. It's our journey where we never thought of that we will be uh, getting those platforms and performing on the big crowds and all. And zero, I remember the first our uh, performance. Uh, Actually, we given a set time like 45 minutes on the stage, and we are actually new, and then we composed only that time only 4 to 5 songs in Kokborok, and
six
then two
song.
songs in a English lyrics. We tried that also, but because of the number of songs what we have, it ended uh, much early than the given time. So from band manager, they are giving cues that you can play more songs because there's still time. So we couldn't able to like continue with the song because we are uh, taken only those songs which we have recently released on that particular year. So from the audience there was an uh, cheer came up that uh, we
Once more.
to play the same song which we played. So
Once more.
that is we also on the like stunned like okay, so how they know that we that we are running out of time, but they are cheering for the same song, no? So we played the same song, and then we came out from the, so that is also a kind of an feeling that okay, people, they don't understand the language, but they really liked our music. And so I think that's what make them to play that song and requested to repeat it. So that is there. And journeys are there. We wanted to go through by road also once in the year 2022, right? 2022 we went to
Ah,
zero
22.
by road to experience.
This is a beautiful moment actually. We stop at various places, and I the person who make the tea. No, all the way. I'm a kind of tea lover, so I the person who me and our manager Naren, so we both and all the way different places we make the tea and we enjoy the tea. You know, we have the small stove kind of things that are also the good
Camping
moment.
stove we carried, and
Yeah,
then we
camping stove.
went, and then that journey was really fun because it's
Uh,
an journey which we always wanted to try, to go through the by road, uh, and that opportunity came, and then we team up with our band and then our friends, and then agreed, and then we took that, and then we went, and then we reached zero. I think it took us almost
30 hours.
how many hours it was, the journey?
30 hours, I think 30, 35 hours, right?
Almost 12 to something hours, I think. I forgot
No, no,
the.
how come 12 hours? 30, more than
No,
30
no,
hours.
30 hours, right? Okay.
Uh-huh. 35, like 35. The
So
driver was
every
we
moment is
thought,
memorable. Every moment is like we can embrace everything.
Yeah,
and that also is also for me it's memorable. We shared the same stage with Kalasker and Mazuli. Kalasker, one of
And
my
the first I'll we skip that one actually that time. First time when we went to zero, that time there is a band from Sikkim, Sophium.
so
So with them also we interacted. They are also struggling the way we are struggling almost, and then they also came up with the idea of music can revive it, so that is there. And then we met Sophia. I think she's right now doing directions or music direction and
Netflix,
all.
the Netflix on Netflix,
Netflix. And
in
then
Netflix.
a very good friend of Romeo, that is he's from Chennai.
Coimbatore, Student
uh,
BS,
uh,
Student
Suren.
BS.
So we met all of them in that first edition of like our first appearance in Zero. So we had a light moment to share, and then we shared our music. So it's really blended actually. What we expected that maybe our music won't blend with them,
We made one more
but it
band from
blended,
Kerala.
and we had a great time sitting
Same kind
in
of
together with an artist camp, and then we jammed with all of them. So it
we
was
have lots of memory
really,
in Zero. And we made one more band from the Kerala, Urali. You remember?
yes,
Huh.
orally.
Their performance is a little different from the others. They do the drama and the performance, no, both together. Drama,
Yes.
poetry, and song together. So that kind of idea also got from that band orally. Very good band there. They also same mentality like us to preserve the culture. So they're showing their Kathakali, from the Kerala Kathakali. I think I'm not wrong. Kathakali, that kind of they do dress up that way and they perform very
So
nicely. Then
mostly
from there also I got
they are much more into storytelling. So purely
storytelling.
storytelling with their music. So we met them, we spoke to them, we are actually sharing our ideas, and also which is giving us more uh, outlook. So which is fine, which is like actually we should explore those things, sticking into ours and then sharing it to others, and getting the others point of views also help us to grow at the same time actually.
yeah. Interesting stories that you guys have experienced where everything turns into great, wonderful memories. Now, looking at this, with all the years of experiences and challenges and like the memories that you have made, like what advice would you give to aspiring musicians from Tripura looking to make a mark in the industry of music?
Yes,
So my
obviously.
advice will be
You
uh,
continue.
like it depends on the person, like what he wanted to choose, whether it's uh, a guitar, whether it's a folk instrument, and but should be dedicated and keep sustaining those things. So to be content, and then learning more, and be open, that also required, I felt. to grow yourself. So everything to from the basics to advance also. I felt we have to understand one thing. What you are doing, you have to be uh, aiming to achieve that one, to reach there. That is actually every field is required that way. So same thing for the musicians also.
According to me, Tripura music scenario is very basic till now, very basic according to me. It's very basic. That's why I suggest, for all, me also, we have to be little more educated in music. In music, you have to be educated because what I feel, no, we are not that level now in Tripura musician, not that level. We have to more educate ourselves. Then only the music will come out more firmly. That is my suggestion to all the musician. It's come to me also.
Yes, thank you so much. So that was my last question. Now coming forward, we'll start off with the Q&A session. So to all the participants present here, if you have any questions that you want to ask directly to Romeo from Koloma and Bhaskar from Koloma, the band, they themselves, please type in your questions and I'll read it out for them, as well as the messages that you wanted to convey to them. At the same time, if you do have want to ask the questions directly, please raise your hand and then we'll give you the time to talk. So coming forward, I'll read out a message by Vishwanath Mutan. So his message is, it was an irony that the great S.T. Barma was a Tripuri tribal, but the popular media in India does not tell us that, and it took years for an other tribal or indigenous person or group from Tripura to emerge into the musical world at the national level. All the best, Koloma Hambai. So that's a message from Vishwanan Mutan to Koloma.
Thank you for your
Ambai,
nice words.
Ambai
Now,
Tabis.
So I think there is one more question.
yes, we have one more question. It's from Vishal Khanna. His question is, how has your identity and the language you create music in shape both the opportunities and obstacle in your music career? If you want, I
Bhaskar?
can refresh the questions.
No, no. Bhaskar, you want to continue?
No, Sagrade, you start off. I'll join. Give your one.
Uh, can you repeat the question?
Yes, the
Because here
question
I
is,
cannot see her.
yes, how has your
Mhm.
identity and the language that you create in music shape both the opportunities and obstacle in your music career?
Okay. See, identity, that is I already told. So music, in music, the tune is the main identity of any music. Like if I sing Cockbrook in a tune of Western, so that will be the Western music only it will say. If I sing the Western, if I sing the Western means English, if I use the English poetry with the Jadu Kolija or Cockbrook tune, so it will be considered as a Cockbrook music only.
Mm,
So in music, the first identity is its tune. So that basically we very much concentrate on that. The tune should be like a Tripuri, a Tiprasa. So that is that way we try to preserve our that our music, no, our the tune. Tune is a main in music. So other questions?
yes, the question was like the identity and the language that you
Language.
create your music. Yes.
The second is come languages. So music up to the tune should be the perfect, like the the in the proper sound should be. Then the language also the proper addiction and all have to pronunciation. So that way we can preserve our trying to preserve our music.
To whether is he satisfied with the answer?
If you want to add some more, then you can add, Bhaskar.
So actually, see, language is always an identity of particular community. Actually, so you can't deny that one. So when you speak uh, your own native language, uh, people will easily can identify you as, okay, you are from this place, that place, or you belong to this community. So that is how the language identity is all about. So keeping it with our music, it's what we felt, that language as an identity which we are creating the music also. So it's where the opportunity shaping actually, like first of all, the obstacle where the questions has raised, this obstacle in your music career. So obstacles are literally outreaching the people actually within the state. We have outreach most of the people, but because of the language, where there are listeners who follow the lyrics and there are listeners who really into only music. So if music blends a lot, they will go for it, they listen to it, whether the language is perfectly fit in or meaningful to them or not. So but still again, as I'm also a musician, also a listener, I used to listen to the other language songs, other mostly which I don't even speak, also don't even understand those, but music carries it away all the time. So this is where the music and the language blends, and also the music which we try to uh,
Yeah, I want
give
to
to
give an
our
example.
generation is
That
the blending of the tune. Like there are songs which are blended as the song of our lyrical part plays the most of the role first, and then we blend that one as an music also. So we
yeah,
have
just an example,
different
Bhaskar. I just
characteristic in music also. So this is what
yeah, example. I
actually.
give you a nice example. Like
Mm.
we know all the South Indian music, great music, Tamil music, Telugu music, but when the Hindi film and all, know, when they translate the Hindi and they translate the song, that time see how ridiculous this come with that South Indian tune and Hindi word. It's not match actually. Can you feel? You have experienced that kind of
Not
many
much, but yeah.
many film are there. No, now there's coming in YouTube. The dub in Hindi, but they dub songs too. But songs is not come that good, no? That like original. That's why tune and language should match. That only the perfect music should come.
Yeah, great. Yeah, thank you for the best example. Now I can visualize what like this narrative that you're trying to say. Yeah. So here we have a small message by Dilitan to the KOLOMA team. Through your music, you are not only preserving the Kokborok language, but also sharing it for the world to enjoy and appreciate. Thank you for sharing your insights on with us today. All the best for your future. Now coming, we have
Thank you.
Shan, who also wrote a small message. Thank you, Koloma. You are truly inspiring. Your sound, your look, everything about you is so original. And that's not easy to achieve. It's been wonderful evening listening to the creative minds behind such beautiful songs. Now, I have one last questions here. Yes. So the question is, how has the sorry about that. Yes, the question is, how has the reception of Koloma's music been both locally in Tripura and in broader musical circles? And is there any upcoming projects that the band is going to release? The fans are looking forward for it.
Yes, we have two, three project is going on now. So by next month, probably, we're going to release another single EP, and after that we have one more project. We didn't start yet, but by next month we're going to start very soon. So 2 3 song is coming by this month, end of this year. This is our project is going on now. And the first question was,
So the first question was, how has the reception of Koloma's music been both locally in Tripura and in the broader musical circles?
in Tripura, we are getting response, good response only, not bad. I'm not saying that good also, but moderate. It's moderate because according to me, the people, some people are very mature in music, and some people are still there stick on their old kind of music. That's why, according to me, it's so. But other than Tripura, no, outside, other than, they're
In
responding
broader.
much than the Tripura, because the other than the Tripura state, no, like Mizoram, like Nagaland, Arunachal, Assam, Meghalaya, from their purpose, no, they cover us lots than the local newspaper and all. So we are more rich the outer of Tripura than the three inside the Tripura. From
So,
even the Delhi, Mumbai also. Yes, one newspaper, no, from uh, Times of India. Is it there?
yes,
Times of
yes.
India. Times of India also they cover our story, preserving the language. That kind of band we are. So, but in local newspaper is still they didn't cover yet. Some local channel they cover us, but most of the we are actually reached outside the Tripura, not in Tripura till now.
Uh, the reception is generally, if you see, the reception of our music, it's mostly uh, like influence the young generation, but again at the same time the old generation also appreciating it, appreciates our work, and also wanted to uh, there are artists of who really wanted to work with us when we approached them also. So recently the song which we are waiting to release soon, that is also one of our writers song. uh, so mm, he also initiated us to know be part of that
Mhm.
particular composition. And other than that, we are also planning to know in near future to go for a more collaboration with the local folk artists. So those plans are there for the future reference. And reception is somewhere or other, I felt that it's outreaching outside the broader part also. Likewise, what Romeo said, that most of the part, the mainland magazines, mainland uh, medias were covering us
Newspaper.
also. And then at the same time, uh, mm, from the local point of view, it's quite lesser, we can say. But it's not that we are totally out of the sight. The main people who really wanted to get connected with our music are still there, and they wanted us to work with them also. So the reception is quite good for me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Koloma, for being part of this Tribal Futures 2.0. Now, moving forward, I have some information to share.
Yes.
Tomorrow, the 23rd of August at 3 p.m., we will have with us filmmakers Mr. Ganesh Singh Dilkan and Mr. Priyanshu Raj, who are fellows of GreenHub, who will be coming presenting a film on Maui Wild Dreams and Wild Harvest. On the same day itself, at 7 p.m., we will have Rinzen Wongmo, an indigenous educator and founder of the Village Lab Foundation in Ladakh. She will be presenting on the title Connecting Generations Revitalization Indigenous Knowledge Through Education. We hope that you will come, make your time to attend this session, hoping to listen, learn, reflect, and engage with these inspiring voices that carry out histories in shaping the futures ahead. See you tomorrow for the upcoming session, everyone. Also, the event calendar is up on the traveldesignfuture.com website and social media, where You can choose to attend the sessions of your liking to discover the worlds of tribes in transition. At the same time, we have Travel Design Forum on the occasion of World Photography Day announces the start of its fourth edition annual photography contest under the theme Sustainable World of Tribal Communities in India. For more information on this matter also, it is uploaded in the official website of Travel Design Forum. Once again, thank you so much, Koloma, for coming and sharing with us
Thank you
this
so much.
joy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes. Thank you
We
so
were
much
like
for
quite
sharing your joy.
excited to be part of it.
Yes, for sharing your joy of folk fusions of songs in Tripura and also for participating in this part of this. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank
I
you.
don't know, like it's quite can't say much because like the time has come to this, but like
Yes.
for your future interviews, we wish and pray that
Sure.
everything comes to a success
Waiting for
of
that.
what you have envisioned, yes. And we would love to have you again in the coming futures at Tribal Design Forum platform.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Thank you so
Definitely.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, all the team. Thank you.
Uh,
Have a
Very, very
good
honored for this
evening.
interview.